What's up? Shout outs to all the tea drinkers out there. Let's have a little conversation. I found this Yogi brand tea. I recommend it to everybody out there, especially if you're a tea drinker. Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. I wouldn't say that about any tea, by the way, like any of them other brands. But anyways, I've been out here since November, and today I wanted to honor whose home I'm in, which is the Mescalero Apache Indian Tribe. Awesome people. And I wanted to share what I've learned from them with you guys. And for starters, when I first got here, I would walk these woods and I would go on my hikes. And no matter where I was, I could never shake off this feeling that I was being observed, that I was being watched, man. Like, that's what I felt always. And now that I've been learning a little bit more about them, it's because the Apaches were professional guerrilla fighters, man. So it wasn't conventional fighting where you stand in front of each other. I'm sure they did that too, but for the most part, they would like to ambush people. So just imagine if you were passing through these lands and motherfuckers just come out of the woods, they're gonna get you, man. And that's how I felt. That's the feeling that I always got. I have no doubt that that Apache spirit is still out here, and I feel it, man. When they discovered these lands back in the days, this Ruidoso area land, this is actually a very special piece of land because it's literally surrounded by desert, miles and miles of fucking desert. In the middle of the desert, there's these mountains, and this forest. And when the Apaches found it, they felt like they had fucking hit the jackpot, man. They couldn't believe it. Like, damn, like, they had different wildlife. Now they could eat bison. Now they could eat elk. Back then there was bison. Now they don't have them, but they still have elk. They ate the deer. The men, they hunted. They were hunters the way it's supposed to be. The females were the gatherers. They would prep the meals. They would gather the plants. They call them the Mescalero Indians. The Spaniards are the ones that started calling them that because they do eat the mezcal plant. They eat it in bad times and in good times, so was the essential part of their diet. They were nomadic tribes, which means that they packed lightly and they were always ready to go. They were always ready to be on the move. Whenever they did hunt, they only killed what they needed. As far as their spirituality, their religion, it was all about nature, about having that symbiotic relationship with the elements. Men lie, women lie, doctors lie, politicians lie, pastors lie, everybody lies, but nature doesn't, baby. And they're actually very spiritual people, and they had a beautiful culture, and I've seen how they interact out here. They're very respectful of each other. They're very appreciative of each other, and I think we could learn a lot from these things, guys. I feel like me coming from the city, I've actually just in a short period of time, I've learned a lot from their culture, from this place. I moved out here around November 2020. Everybody shut their doors out there in El Paso, and it was hard. But I found Ruidoso. They opened their doors for me, and I just feel real lucky and real blessed to be out here and be a part of all this beauty, this nature, this land, this culture. And I just wanted to honor them, and I just wanted to talk about the things that we can learn from them. Like, for starters, we're living in a society in 2021 where marriage is like a thing of the past. It's looked down upon for a lot of reasons, man. And this is wrong, man. Without the family unit, we really are nothing, guys. Really are. Uh, this is how government gets strong, man. When the family is divided and there's divorce in the family, it's like, who's gonna say anything? Who's gonna stand up to these motherfuckers if you're fighting within your family? Who's gonna check these motherfuckers out here in government and all these fuckers that are making these fucked up, stupid ass rules? The men hunted and they embraced their masculine side. They took care of their families. When it's all said and done, nothing that we as men fucking matters. Even this little corny video, even this, that, all that fucking matters is the fruits that we bear from our labor. And have we provided for your kids, for your family, for your loved ones? Have you been there for them? So the things that matter as a man. And these are the things that matter to these guys, to the Apache tribe. They're willing to defend that with everything. Everything. They will beef with the Comanches, man. Back then, the Comanches, the Apaches, they will go to war. And the Comanches, they're around Texas, Panhandle area, like Amarillo, the Plains area. And then the Apaches were more like Southwest, like New Mexico, this area. So they did a lot of fighting. There was a lot of fighting. But the Apaches were definitely known as very brave warriors. And the females were at the house gathering, getting the mezcal together, getting the plants together, getting the just doing everything else, man, as it should be. And I think in 2021, that's kind of what the problem that we're having in today's society is that motherfuckers don't know how to play their roles, man. So I'm here to remind you that especially for the young man, because I know a lot of you guys are so smart and super woke, man, and super spiritual. I don't mean fucking woke with the rainbow flag and none of that bullshit either. I mean woke like smart, spiritual. They know about everything that's going on. But I have seen where your work ethic could be a little bit better. And I'm here to remind you that don't neglect that, man. Make sure that you're out there working. Make sure that you're out there grinding, especially if you have a family, especially if you have kids. Don't be that fucking chump that doesn't provide for his family, for his kids. Because you're not good to anybody if that's what you're doing. But as a female, stay in your feminine energy, man. Be a female. Keep the family together. Don't fall for this whole Miss Independent bullshit, man. I don't need a husband. I could get child support. I could get food stamps. I could live in the projects. I could welfare. These are all fucking things that are actually there to divide the family unit. And just don't fall into that trap. Keep the family united. We have to think about what world we're going to live for our loved ones, our family, our kids, our great grandkids. And if there's anything out there right now that you're not like, you're not accepting how this world is being ran, you need to speak on it. Because if you're not speaking on it, and if you're not speaking against it, then you're part of the problem, man. When we don't say anything and all these fucked up rules are being put in place, like what are our kids gonna ask us? Like, what the fuck were you doing when these motherfuckers were fucking taking over the world, man? Like, well, what the fuck did you do? Did you at least speak up? Did you at least fucking do something, man? And a lot of people, they think like, oh, like this ain't shit. But it is, man. It starts with this, man. It starts with this. But I'm out here in Mescalero country, feeling blessed. That's what I've learned from the Mescalero Apache Indian tribe, that we need to go back to the old days, man. These guys didn't have cell phones. These guys didn't have TVs. These guys didn't have the distractions that we have, which means that they were living at higher conscious levels than me and you. We're on our fucking phones all day, fucking running on autopilot. We're vibrating low. And most motherfuckers don't get off their phones. Most people are completely hypnotized and are completely just accepting everything that's going on, and this is wrong. And just like the motherfucking Mescalero Indians did, we need to defend what's ours. We need to protect our rights. We need to leave a good world behind for our loved ones. That's all that mattered. That's all these guys would talk about. And they cared about the future generations. They cared about all these basic things that here in 2021, I don't hear anybody speaking about ancestry. I don't hear nobody talking about their kids, the fucking generations, their grandkids, their great great grandkids. Like, and that's all these guys fucking talked about, man. These guys knew better than us, man. They knew better than me and you. I just wanted to honor you guys. Thank you for having me out here. I feel blessed. I've been out here for a while now. Sometimes I think like, damn, maybe I'm a fucking Apache. That's why I love it so much out here. Perhaps I am. A lot of Mexicans do have Apache blood. Shit, I'm almost hoping I am. I almost think I am. Because blood calls, man. Like, there's a reason why I'm out here, and there's a reason why I'm not leaving. And there's a reason why every single one of you guys should come out here and check it out. But I just wanted to do a quick video on this. Beautiful day. Mescalero land, baby. Peace.